I never really was satisfied with my body. I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, I don't know how this shit body can ever win this competition. When I brag about myself, that's all bullshit. Right? This is kind of like the other me, the me that they want the world to see. But in reality, when I'm by myself, I look at it and I say to myself, it's not there yet. It's not happening. I think it's the very thing that made me always be on the edge and always want more. I had a fire in the belly for much more. Much, much more. Take this one. To do the things that everyone calls impossible. And that gives you the will and no doubt that you could make new visions, not only become a reality, but go beyond your dreams. Nietzsche was right, that what does not kill you will make you stronger. It's not a fantasy. It's not a dream. I mean, you have to have a clear vision. Because remember, when you train the back, you need the width and you need the thickness. The first exercise I did for back width, pull-ups or chin-ups. When you weigh 240 pounds, you ought to have the strength of a 240-pound guy. We did it because it was the only way to really open up those wings, the shoulder blades and the lats, and really create the width. Because lats is not for thickness of the back. Let's not fool ourselves here. It is all for width. I mean, as you remember Steve Reeves, he did a lot of chin-ups and a lot of pull-downs, and he got this enormous wide back, but he didn't have much thickness. That's where one of my favorite exercises comes in. The first exercise for back thickness, Barbell Rows. So the rowing exercises, wide grip rowing with the barbell, all those exercises are specifically for the thickness of the back. All the stuff without supporting your chest. You got to let your body free and let the lower back hold you up while you're doing the bend over rowing. And we did like off the bench, balancing on the bench up to 315 pounds. Bend over rowing, because that's what gave you then that strength in the back and gave you the thickness of the back. The next exercise for width. Pull downs are an incredible exercise for building width in your back. Pull downs really let you target the lats and develop that V shape. And then you let it down and you stretch it and you think about that the wing is coming out now, or like a curtain is opening up. You know, we always thought about the curtain, right? The key is to pull with your elbows.
Squeeze at the bottom of the movement, come back up and use all your power to pull it back down. Rep after rep, that's how you get the real growth. And that's why pull downs were so effective for me.
That you maybe don't make it, maybe I will never be a Mr. Universe. That destroys the whole thing. You got to have faith in your vision.
The second exercise for thickness, T-bar rows. In the T-bar rowing, I mean any kind of a rowing exercise that gives it the thickness. Those are the exercises I always rely to, again from the beginning to the end. And you go through the motion, but you don't really have your mind inside the muscle. T-bar rows were essential for building a thick, powerful back and explode back up. Feel that muscle working with every rep that you do. It's that kind of intensity that helped me develop that powerful, dense back.
Incredible willpower and enormous positive attitude all my life. I mean, whatever I wanted, I knew I wanted for a reason, because whatever I started, I could see as a finished product. There was never one negative impulse. Can you imagine you have to doubt that you maybe don't make it? That destroys the whole thing. You got to have faith in your vision.
Body is not used to maybe the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th rep with a certain weight. So that makes the body grow then, going through this pain barrier, experiencing pain in your muscles and aching, and just then go on and go on and go on. And this last 2 or 3 or 4 repetitions, that's what makes actually the muscle then grow. And that's what divides then one from a champion and one from not being a champion. If you can go through this pain barrier, you make it to be a champion. If you can't go through, forget it. And that's what most people lack.
Behind the neck lat pull-downs.
The guts to go in and just say, I go through and I don't care what happened.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what a physique he has.
The last rowing exercise for thickness, cable rows.
You know, it aches, and if I fall down, I have no fear of fainting in the gym, because I know it could happen, but it doesn't matter, because it's all worth it.
Every time you squeeze the back, put your chest up. A very good finishing exercise that will leave you with a real good pump.
Come on.
Key exercise for me because they give you constant tension throughout the entire movement.
7, come on. 8. Come on. 9. Horse, keep going. Come on. 1. Yeah. 3. Come on.
focus in, concentrate on one thing, and not, no matter if there's a bomb exploding around you, you do not lose your concentration. You know, it's also a wonderful thing to be equipped with, you know.
And at the end of your workout, every muscle in your back should be pumped.
Then you move the bar higher. It is really exciting to do that, and you feel that with hard work, you can achieve the goals and you can become successful.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what a physique he has.
Congratulations, you're one step closer to a bigger back.